What's happening, everybody? Decided to showcase this tool. It's not 100% yet, but I felt the need to showcase it. I got a different way of showcasing it this time. It's the progression we're going to use. You can see if you had $1,000 in your bankroll, you'd be covered up for 11 steps. It's kind of the low roller version of the all black 9 street strategy, but I'm using my automated logic to suggest bets. And what I'm gonna do that's different is I'm gonna use this site. I don't know if you guys came across this site yet, but it is gamblingcounting.com. And what's cool about this site is tracking statistics across a lot of different roulette tables. So the idea here, I'm just gonna click a random table. We're gonna take some spins from the table, some spinner history, and use that sample and plug it into the tool and see how it performs. I'll probably do a couple just to see, just in case it does really well. We want to make sure it's not a fluke. So first we'll just select the table, try to find, it doesn't really matter which one. So this seems to be a popular table. We'll click this one. And as you can see, it shows you a history of rounds, the last 200. And the site's cool. It shows you a few different stats, some more useful than others. I'll just take a quick look at the site. You can see that there's advertisements that nobody likes, but at least they're only 5 seconds. But you can see, I think this is new actually. I don't remember seeing this before. But yeah, they got the colors, your higher, lower, all this stuff here. Yeah, this is all new. I don't remember seeing this. So later on, I'll look at that a little closer. But anyways, what I'm gonna do here is, how do I get to, let's do it this way. So I made a tool, and I'll show you what the tool is, and I'll show you how it works. But let me just get everything set up. I probably should have had this done before I started recording, but it is what it is. So we're looking for reverse order. There we go. Okay, we got this. This is a tool I made. I'll show you what it does in a moment. Click this site. Now we can go here, and this is how I get my history. When I'm about to play, I'll go in here and take some, or I'll use the actual spin history shown on the table. A little trick I picked up from somebody and went with it. So here we can copy the element. Copy element. We got that now. We can go to this site here. We'll paste it in. It'll show our numbers. The only problem with this, our numbers are in the wrong order. That's not what I wanted. So I made this tool. It's very simple. You paste, reverse order. Here's the order you want. We copy the output. Now we got that sample. So now, doing that, we can go into our tool. And I'm going to save this sample. As you can see, I have some samples here already saved. And now it's saved. And we could always go back and use it again if we need to. And if we make adjustments and we know the results that we had, then we can always go back and see if we improved. So we're going to take this sample We're gonna paste it in here. And we're gonna go values only so it doesn't mess up my pretty yellow here. And over to the right, we'll see our results of what happened within this sample. So remember, we are using the low roller setup. It says 50 here, but it's because we got 2% risk starting. But like I said, we can cover up to there if you had $1,000, which we never really want to get to that point. But I guess it's more than $1,000. If we had $1,000, it'd be here at level 10. So looking at the results here, you can see our low was 450, and we left with 4470. As you can see here, our win rate is above our probability. Our expected win rate. We got a max depth of 6, total of 204 spins, and we placed 182 bets. So just looking through some of the history here. Seems to be doing pretty good. I'm just looking at the progression here because this is one of the issues I'm having right now. As you can see, we'll lose one on the first progression level. We win our second. You would see Brent, when he does it, he will go back down to his base level, but I haven't yet figured out how to get that going. As you can see, the formula is pretty complicated as it is, and I still have to add to it. So we'll just scroll through here and see what damage was done. Looking pretty consistent with the wins, which it should. You're betting on so many numbers, but we all know you can run into it very easily. A couple losses here, bounce right back. Okay, we had some adversity here. 3 in a row we lost, and our bet changed once. It goes to a 2, 3, 4. Stayed there until it lost again, then went back to the 1, 3, 4. Whereas right here you can see all 1, 3, 4s. Total bet, you can see here, we got up to level 5, and we stayed there 3 times in a row to bounce back. So our high apparently there was $12, and after we pulled through this, we got up to $15.30. Just looking here. And you can see right here, we got on a nice winning streak. And if we were to be flat betting, we would have been pulling off profit. We would have been up, which is good to see. And that's using the 1, 3, 4 showing here. Interesting. Okay, just for shits and giggles, let's pull another one from another table. and see how it performed. And we might even change the progression levels and make it so it's similar to what Brent's playing. And for those of you who don't know, he's all on black on YouTube. You should check him out if you haven't. Let's go with, I don't really play evolution games, but we'll try this one. So right click, inspect. Copy element. Go to this site. Paste. Copy. Clear. Reverse order, copy output. Say that in our spin samples. And let's put it in and see what it looks like. So we're looking over here. Okay, I see something scary here. Max depth was 11, so I would like to see where that happened. But anyways, we can see we just above our probability there. Pulled off with a profit, but look at this. We had a low of 838 bucks. So I like to see that. And you can see it happened here. Around 164 spins. So let's check that out. 164. So this seemed fine up to this point. We have a loss, follow with another loss, which is no big deal. 2 back-to-back wins, which brought us back to our high. So this is the problem I'm having with the sheet at the moment, is by rights, this bet here should be at our base level, a 90-cent bet, but it's staying at 360, which is fine when we win. But see, we lost 3 times in a row after that, which brought us up to level 5, which took us to a $14 bet. And then we went to level 6, won twice. And then on our 3rd attempt, we lost again. So we were betting 1, 3, 4, switched to 1, 2, 4, then went to 1, 2, 3, and we lost on a 1, 2, 4. It stayed on 1, 2, 4. We win again at level 7, which is a $57 bet, followed by 4 losses again. But you can see our bet changed to a 2, 3, 4. Landed on 1 at a 27. Then we get a 1, 2, 4. And landed on 21. So now that was a $230 bet. We're down 378. Stayed on 1, 2, 4. And then landed on 20. Which is a 460 bet that brought us down to 838. And stayed on 1, 2, 4. We're on level 11, which is a $921 bet. And we win. We stay there for 3 trips and we won all 3, bringing us up to 82. Now that is one thing I don't like about these 9 street system. It's the amount of risk to reward. Just imagine if we were starting with a bigger unit. Let's just see. What's this do? That's not what we want. That's close. It's not quite what we want. We want what? I want this to be. Oh, that's the problem right there. Let's just say. So that's $20. So we go. There we go. This is what essentially what Brent be using. He starts with a $15 chip size, which equals $135 bet, and yeah, he would have been in some fucking deep waters if he had gotten to that section there, as you can see. But if he had the money and had the no table limits, he would be all right. So it's showing $13,000 profit with a low of $125,000. Now let's just toss the other spin sample in to see. Because it did perform a lot better with this sample. So this would have been $6,700 with a low of 675, which is pretty fucking good if you ask me. A couple hiccups. Overall, the system seems to hold its own, with the minor error here where we're holding our bets when we shouldn't be, increasing our risk. But overall, it's functioning better. I did play with the logic a little today and got some more accuracy out of it. I actually switched it all together. I was using the loss level. I will show you in a sec. I was using the loss level with it's basically the same as my dozen system, which was basically using total loss values. If these weighted moving averages I have, and considering certain conditions, and after conditions are met, it would make a suggestion, but that wasn't as good as what I call a bet score, where it's basically tallying up win rates based on their payouts. But anyways, that was our little experiment. I just want to do something here too. This list is literally random numbers generated by Google Sheets. I put in the formula for ran between, and so let's see what it does with 1,000 spins put into it. If you're interested in this, we could talk. Like I said, I still want to get the progression working how it should be, but as of right now, it still seems to be working pretty decent. It's just a little riskier. You could always just ignore the suggestion and keep track of it yourself, but I would like to have it functioning properly before someone does decide they want to get it. So with this bankroll, we got a max depth of 9. So yeah, Brent's never hitting this level here. I think the highest we've seen him is here. So yeah, but we can look at it. Results, you can see that's pretty. These hiccups are bound to happen, but you can see we're never really in trouble. Except for here, this was pretty scary, I would say. What's that, 11,000? So that would be scary. But right here, this would be scary as well, but you know, it's all the casino's money at this point. Interesting. We can see, I'm just going through looking at the bet selection, see how much it changes. So for the bet score, we can take a look at it now. You can see the whatever's highlighted with these colors is the leader. Just makes it easier to spot out, especially if you're in the middle of playing. Not that you look at this, but as I was developing the sheet and the logic and coming to conclusions, yeah, you can see, what is this again? 134. It was well ahead of everybody. This is becoming a trend. I'm starting to see more samples I stick in this. 134 seems to be the one standing out the most, which I find is interesting. But the time we get to the bottom, let's see. 124 and 134 are performing a lot better than 123 and 234. So take that how you want to take it. That's just the statistics. You can see 123, 234, 124, 134, and it didn't take long. It took a total of, what's that, 100, almost 200 spins before it separated itself from the pack. So that's the tool. That's a little run through, a little different video instead of going through and running spins, showing you just this tool can be used as a simulation tool as well. Mostly all my automated ones are exactly like this. It's the same layout. I'm trying to keep them the same. I'm trying to make this my look. So if you're interested, you know how to get a hold of me. You can find me on Discord. You can comment below and I can give you my Discord. It's not that hard. We can work it out. And if you have any suggestions or questions, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like how the system performed or you like the look of it, whatever, drop a like. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Alright, everybody have a good night.